Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth1204 for another episode of The Legend Heroes Trails in the Sky, brought to you by MuchGames.ca. In the last episode, we met with the Queen and Colonel Richard, and we brought our message to her, and she asked us to take a message back to the Bracer Guild to rescue Princess Claudia and all the other hostages from the Intelligence Division's grasp. We also learned that our father, Cassius, was a real hero in the war. He was essentially the only reason why we won against the Erebonian Empire. And Joshua is in a dress, so let's get out of here. We gotta head back and start our... Are you going home for the day, Miss Hilda? Yes, I believe so. Just be sure not to do Her Majesty any further discourtesy. That's not fair. But please, relax. We're patriots to the core. That's good to hear. Now I believe we shall be on our way. Pardon me, but your leave. By the way, ladies. Huh? I don't think we ever got your names. May we ask them? Helena, Shara, Dorothy. I'll go with Lena. Isn't that a lovely name? Has a pleasant ring to it. Thank you very much. And how about you, miss? You may call me Karen. Karen, you say? That's a very pretty name. You're too kind, sir. I'm rather fond of it myself. Are you now? Oh, right. We're with the Special Ops. My name is... I think that's just about enough. I sense an ulterior motive at work. No, I mean, at least not from us. Please, be safe on your way home. Aw. I don't ship them, I'm sorry. I like that he just had one prepared. I wonder if saying some of the other ones could get you in trouble, but I don't know. You know, as much as I wanted to say Shara, the problem is that she is a bracer of renown, of some renown anyway. And, you know, she trained under Cassius just like Richard did. So, you know, they're not, obviously they weren't in the same unit because she wasn't in the army or anything like that, but I didn't want to say a name that had a connection there. Well, aren't you, Mr. Popularity? It was like their eyes all changed when you told them your name. Hey, it was not. I didn't see you shying away from joining in the conversation. Sure, but that doesn't mean I wasn't nervous. Kinda lost all my confidence there. Huh? What's this noise all about? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, Duke Doonan. Nah, it's the lady of the court. Hey, you maids. You don't look familiar. These are two of the new hires whom I'm instructing. This is Lena and that's Karen. And I wonder if he would have recognized some of the other names like Dorothy. I don't know. They're still quite inexperienced, so I'm giving them some extra training time. Huh? That's a great face. Did you recognize us? Not good. Given how many times we run into him, it'd be bizarre if he didn't recognize us. Come now, Philip, enough of the staring. It's quite unusual to see coming from you, stiff upper lip and all. Please, pardon my rudeness. You look much like my niece. My eyes are playing tricks on me, it seems. I'm dreadfully sorry for the discourtesy. Oh, it's no bother. Please don't concern yourself. You know, now that I stop and look, I must say you both are quite lovely. You with the brown hair, you have a very healthy, clean look to you. As for you, I personally think you'd be best at that raven hair of yours even longer. I'm honored. Yes. Lena, was it not? You who shall attend me this evening. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Don Corneo has spoken. Your Grace? I don't want to serve him tea. I don't think tea is what he once served. Your Grace, your flirtations, while flattering, are best saved for another time and place. All of the maids in the castle work directly in service to Her Majesty Queen Alicia. I trust you've not forgotten. I know. Some folks simply can't appreciate a joke. Yes, we'll be mine in a week's time anyway. We can set aside time for some fun then. Your Grace, please, no more of this. I do not mind when you drink to excess, but you know how your libido gets in such instances. I say this knowing full well that I might be reprimanded for it. I said I was just joking. Enough, I'm going to bed. As you wish, Your Grace. Your room is right over there. No. Oh, right, Lena. You just let me know if you have any problems. Anything at all. I'll give you the best advice the future king can give. Thank you very much. Aren't you cute? Yes, good. So, Philip, I apologize unreservedly for all the fuss. His Grace will likely remember nothing of this come the morning. Please set your minds at ease. I should certainly hope so. I am truly sorry. Madam and young missus, I beg your pardon, but I must take my leave. Sorry if you just heard like a whole bunch of notifications from my phone. Anyway, I must take my leave. That was close. I feel so badly for him. He truly seems to bear the weight of the world on his shoulders. Oh, do you know Mr. Philip personally? Yes, ever since we were children. Ooh. Though not nearly as well as we once did, thanks to the one he serves. I guess if Duke Doonan is the nephew to the... You know, they would be in touch a lot also, I see. Or, you know, the same circles and all that. He sure seems like he's nervous all the time, doesn't he? I bet that everything between the Duke and the Colonel has him completely on edge. Yeah, probably. By the way, what was that you were saying earlier about me being the popular one? The Duke certainly seemed awfully fond of you. Please, I'd like to keep my food in my stomach, thank you. Oh, right, back to before. I feel like I'm missing something. Why would the Duke want tea so late? Well, you see... Oh boy. Alright, so... When a mommy Duke and a daddy Duke love each other very much... Estelle, allow me to elucidate the matter of tea and why gentlemen should never request it in polite company. Huh? Come closer. Hilda whispered something into Estelle's ear. Oh boy. What was it? Jaime Lannister sends his regards. Now do you understand? Yes. Hopeless. Completely hopeless. Oh my god. Thanks for everything, both of you. If not for you, I don't know what we'd have done. Please, it was the least we could do in Her Majesty's service. I only ask that you complete the request she made of you. I feel the same way. I beg you to do everything in your power to save the princess. Oh, are you one of her royal retainers? Yes, I regret that I rarely get the chance to serve her directly. She's so kind and open. She's always treated me more like a friend than a servant. The thought of her being held captive keeps me up at night. I understand. Well, you can rest easy now that we're on the job. We'll save her. Shall we be going? No. No. There we go. I don't believe any suspicion is raised. Keep alert. Okay, yeah, good idea. I hope she's alright. Say, you look like those pretty young ladies we just saw before. What, my inquire, are you doing at this late hour? Are you doing at this late hour? Oh, God. Ah! Captain Malthea. Good evening. I realize you've been invited here, but don't you think it's a bit late for you kids to be walking around? Please pardon us. We've simply never been in a castle like this and we couldn't resist the urge to take a look around. Oh, that's certainly understandable. So, where were you half an hour ago? Please, enlighten me, if only for my own edification. Boy. We were in... Well, definitely not there or there, because those are all cordoned off. We were in the cellar, walking around. What was that? And just what do you think you're doing down there? We weren't doing anything in particular. Oh wait, no, the armory is the treasury's down there. Shoot. Come, let's not waste time on games. I've received numerous reports of you going in and out of the maid quarters several times. Do you not think it a bit odd to be looking around in that particular place? What? You don't think that questioning someone like that when you already have the facts is a little cruel? I screwed up, I'm sorry. I'll take that as a compliment. So what business have you in the maid quarters? I suggest you answer honestly. Well, Oh, Estelle, Joshua! You have been here the whole time? Oh, no, it's you, sorry. I thought you were one of the mayors or something. Been here the whole time? Zin. Are you drunk? You're wobbling around, okay. Whoa, now that's the stuff! You're drunk. Oh, sorry. And hey, if it ain't my favorite gorgeous officer lady. Nice, some luck that we met up again, huh? I suppose. So, what's going on? Are my students here causing any trouble? Students? No, it's just that they're in the maid quarters for a while. Merely want to know their business simply as a security precaution. Yeah, I totally get ya. Just set out to find some munchies to go with my booze. Hey, Joshua, you kids find anything to eat? No, the cooks aren't back yet, I guess. We went to ask the maid if there was any way we can get our hands on something, but no luck. Oh well, guess I'll have to do that, I guess. Hey, I just had a great idea. You want to come and join me for a drink? I mean, hey, nothing goes with drinks like a beautiful lady. I'm afraid I'm busy, so I'll have to decline your generous offer. My apologies for the misunderstanding, but I would advise you to return to your room and remain there for the rest of the night. I have to investigate any suspicious activity, you understand. Of course. It is late. We should probably just get to bed. Very good then. Now, if you'll excuse us. Aw, denied. Oh well, might as well just go back to the room. Right. We'll go with you. Looks like we managed to convince her at least. What? Zane, aren't you drunk? I was acting drunk. I haven't had a single drop. No way, your face had even gone all red. He focused on making his blood circulate better, which made it look like he was intoxicated. It's done with some kind of Eastern martial arts breathing exercise, right? I'm surprised you're familiar with it. But hey, you seem to be in a tight spot, so I figure I'd distract everyone. Nice, huh? Saved your bacon, as the saying goes. You are an evil, evil man, Zin. Okay, sure, you did help us out, but you also surprised the hell out of me. Sorry about that. So, what's the story? Huh? What story? I would have thought it'd be obvious. The story of you meeting with the Queen. Whoa, wait, what? How did you... Did Elnan tell you something about this? Actually, I couldn't get him to tell me anything. But now I know anyway, don't I? Without prior knowledge, there's no way you could have just guessed. So how much do you really know? I guess it's finally time to show you this. Show me your moves. Zin produced a letter from his pocket and handed it to Estelle and Joshua. What's this? I know this handwriting. Well, don't just stand there, read it. It'll explain a lot. Okay. Dear Zin Vathic, I hope this letter finds you well. I know I've been out of touch. I'm in a hurry, so I hope you'll pardon my bluntness. My work concerning the Jaegers is leading me into Imperial territory. However, due to the fact that unusual forces seem to be influencing matters inside Liberl, I feel uneasy being absent for so long. This is why I must ask a favor of you. Could I persuade you to come to Liberl and help out if they need it? Since you haven't been to Liberl before, perhaps you could think of it as a recreational trip. There's a martial arts competition before the Queen's birthday celebration, and foreigners can participate. It would make fine camouflage. I realize this is sudden, but if you can do it, I would be most grateful. I'm intending to return to Liberl before the festival, so hopefully we'll be able to have a drink together when I return. Cassius Bright. P.S. You may have the chance to meet my son and daughter. They're currently apprentices at the guild, so if you happen to meet them, feel free to test the extent of their training. Try not to bail them out too much unless it seems like they really need it. So, Dad actually asked you to come to Liberl, which means he's in Arabonia now. Huh, okay. That's the long and short of it. The long and short of it? What it means is that you're in cahoots with him all along. That's kind of a nasty way to put it, don't you think? I owed Master Cassius a favor for the time he spent in Calvard. This letter just gave me the chance to make a square again. I suppose. When did you realize that we were his kids? I had a feeling from the outset once I saw Estelle's techniques with the bow staff. Yeah, that's what I thought. I asked Kilika about it and that confirmed it. It would have been nice if he had said something about it at all. We'd have been worried sick wondering where Dad's been. I know. I'm sorry I haven't said anything. But I got the impression from the letter that he was trying to keep his whereabouts a secret. Still, you're definitely his kids, alright, and if you can pull off a job as big as sneaking an audience with the... You're his kids, alright, if you can pull off a job as big as sneaking an audience with the Queen. I suppose so. He knows this much. It wouldn't hurt to tell him everything, right? I agree. It'll probably be best if he's in on everything. It's a bit far-fetched to say that we could put an end to this whole situation on our own, after all. Still, Joshua told of how they managed to speak directly with the Queen, as well as the Queen's request to safely rescue Princess Claudia. I see. I thought something seemed a little off when everyone was talking at the party. Alright then, I'll help you out with that little request. What? You will? Yeah. I think this is the ideal opportunity to settle my debt to Master Cassius. Please, let me help. We'd be glad to. Thank you once again. Well, that's convenient. Where is this? What is this place? I would never imagine something like this even existed. Of course there's an ancient tower somewhere underground or something. It's larger than I expected. Lieutenant Lawrence, if you'd be so kind as to show us the way to the lowest level? Yes, sir. Whoa. Hello. Whoa! Is that some kind of mechanical monster? Well, so these must be archaisms. Scary! Holy... You took out that thing in one stroke! Haha, you were the quickest to react. You are indeed truly a force to be reckoned with when you don't hold back. You flatter me, sir. Your quick draw technique as well was quite remarkable to behold. I can see that you've studied under the Divine Blade himself. I am humbled. You have a cool sword. Haha, I still have a ways to go before I can really humble anyone, I'm afraid. But time waits for no man. The skills I possess now will have to be enough. My strength may be meager, but I must forge this kingdom's future with my own two hands. My brave men, the way to ultimate power is open. A bright new dawn approaches for our beloved Liberl. I expect only the best of each of you. By your order, sir. We have such a special ops will work as one for the Colonel. For the glory of Liberl! For the glory of Liberl! I understand the situation. You've both performed admirably. I'm amazed that you're able to deliver the professor's message to Her Majesty in person. We just got lucky is all. The real question is, how much longer is luck going to be on our side? Yeah, we're really going to have to stay focused. If you understand that already, then there's nothing more than I need to tell you. In any case, we can consider Professor Russell's request to be fulfilled. Please accept this as compensation for a job well done. Payment! So we probably would have gotten more BP if we had answered Amalthea's question correctly. But 15 is still pretty good. First class! Yay! I mean, we were already first class, but yay! Now then, Zen. It was pure providence that Cassius invited you here. We need help of an A-ranked bracer like yourself. No need to even ask. Even if I didn't have a debt to repay to Cassius, I couldn't possibly stand by idly in a situation like this. I'm with you until the end. I knew we can count on you, Zen. By the way, what's this A-rank business? It's a rank that signifies a full-fledged bracer's full power. There's 7 ranks ranging from G on the bottom to up to A at the top. So he's the highest rank you can get? Wow, I never knew you were such a badass, Zen. Well, I may be A-ranked, but I'm still an underling, so to speak. There are 20 A-rankers across the continent, but above that there's an informal S rank. There's only one grant. That one's only granted to bracers who successfully resolve issues on a national scale, like Cassius, obviously, and there's only 4 of those on the entire continent. Whoa, I'm not sure if I want to think about what they can do. You really don't know any of this stuff, do you? One of those 4 is Master Cassius. Oh my gosh, I'm so surprised. What? Okay, Joshua, you're not going to tell me you knew about this already, right? Right? Sorry, but yes, I did. You solved a major case for the Republic about 5 years ago. I swear, it's hardly worth even getting upset about anymore. Royal Army soldiers, hidden hero, divine blade, S-rank bracer. If he's really so damned awesome, then it should be nice if he'd come back and take care of this case. You may be right. I may be crazy. Oh, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. Sorry. If you were with us, perhaps this would never have escalated to the point where a coup d'etat was even possible. Joshua, what's wrong? Just thinking about how strange this is. This whole chain of events apparently started with Dad going off on his trip. It's as if whoever planned the coup is waiting for him to be gone. At least, it's just the impression I have. Oh. So what you're saying is that the coup was planned around his departure for the Empire? Am I correct? No, I'm sure that would be overthinking things. I can't think of anyone who could possibly manipulate Dad like that without him noticing he was being used. They'd have to know him and his behavior patterns exceptionally well to be able to pull it off. Gee, who on the enemy side do we know that knows our father extremely well and was possibly even trained by him? Well, yeah. I never knew what he was up to even though he was so close. I don't think that Colonel Richard could have ever managed to pull the wool over his eyes. More likely it's just that 2 major events happened to overlap with each other. Come on, guys, really? This is a JRPG, there's literally no such thing as coincidence. Regardless of the circumstances, we cannot currently rely on Cassius to help. Therefore, I'm resolved to prepare for the worst. I believe an emergency conference of the Grancel branch of the Bracer Guild is called for. Huh? All other things being equal, we have a request that comes directly from Her Majesty the Queen. The 3rd article of the Bracer Code states that we shall never act in a fashion that interferes with the government. We cannot ignore Her Majesty's request, however, so we must act. We are no match for the Royal Army as we are. I ask the cooperation of all bracers in Grancel, including Zin, of course. Oh, okay. If we come in conflict with the Intelligence Division, we'll need all the help we can get. Ideally, we should have cooperation of other branches, but the checkpoints have been completely sealed off as of today, ostensibly to foil any potential terrorist activity. What? So basically it amounts to martial law. So the enemy is finally moving at full tilt. This may be to stifle any activity on the part of the Royal Guardsmen in hiding, as well as ourselves. If we're going to conduct a rescue operation, we'll have to do it with the resources on hand. Oh, fun. But we're up to it. So, do we have a solid idea where the prisoners are being held? That's been on my mind for a while now, actually. I believe the most likely place will be the Arabo Royal Villa. That's the building in the forest, right? It would make sense if the soldiers are using it under the pretense of a counter-terrorism. Few would question it. And I can't imagine they'd want to lock a lady of the royal family in a cell in less than a fortress. Considering it's the army we're going to be going against here, I'd like a more solid confirmation, however. If we assaulted the wrong place, we'd have hell to pay for it. Yes, precisely. But in either case, we must assemble any braces currently in the royal city. Could I ask you to assemble them here for me? Any information you could gather while doing so would be much appreciated. If I'm not mistaken, Estelle, you and your friends are acquainted with the reporter, correct? Oh, you mean Niall? Yeah, we should see if he's picked up anything significant. Also, we must attempt to enlist the aid of the guardsmen who are in hiding. If you can get them to contact me, it would be greatly appreciated. So, in other words, we need to get in touch with Sister Julia. She helped us at the invitation before, so we should let her know what's going on now. So, off to the cathedral then. There are 4 other bracers in the city: Kurt, Grant, Karna, and Annalise. Check the bars in their usual hangouts. They may also be in the hotel. If you see them, please instruct them to come back here. Sure thing. Alright, off we go then. Alright, so in the next episode of Trails in the Sky for Much Games, we're going to assemble ourselves a small army. So thank you all very much for watching. This has been Sephiroth1204 with Trails in the Sky for Much Games. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.